Hello and welcome to your workout for today. If you're doing my group coaching, this is week 1 and I'm so glad you're here. Today we've got 4 circuits: core, cardio, glutes, and arms. I'm gonna go over a lot of the basics because it is week 1, although I will have some advanced options if you want to kick it up a notch. So the goal is to do this workout twice this week at least, and then all the workouts in the coming weeks are gonna progress and build off this workout. Okay, so let's get started. We gotta warm it up first. So go ahead and inhale overhead, exhale, let it out. Good, 2 more of those. Nice job. Good, then open it up. Exhale, round that upper back, then bring it back. Good, let's do it one more time. Good. All right, keep breathing, send that shoulder forward. And then bring it back. Good, other side. We gotta loosen up all our joints, warm up our muscles so we don't get injured. Good, the shoulders back for 4, and then bring them forward. Perfect, feet together. Let's do a side stretch to one side. Good, back to the center, and then to the other side. Wonderful job, back to center. And then let's open up your hips. Go ahead and step it back. Step it forward, step it back, step it forward. 2 more times through. Good. I get that mobility here in those hip joints. Awesome job. 2 more times through, open it up. Good. And then let's open up the feet nice and wide. We're gonna do alternating toe taps. So bend down, touch one, and then the other one. Good. Stretch out those hamstrings and also picking up the heart rate just a little bit. Good work. 1 more each side. Good. And then I want you to go ahead and give me a little half squat and then bring it up and give me a rotation here at the top. Half squat and then other side, rotate. Squat, rotate. Good, 1 more each side, squat, rotate, rotate, good. And then I'm gonna have you, feet are about hip distance apart, just hinge at your hips, and then I want you to just swing your arms open and close. Just get those arms, open up that back. Good. And bring it up, and then let's get ankles and wrists real quick. Okay, first, before we get started, I want to go over diaphragmatic breathing and activating our transverse abs. That's going to be the first thing we do, and then I'll have 4 core moves for you that we're going to do one time through for 40 seconds, and then we'll repeat 40 seconds each, and then we'll repeat the whole circuit. So let's come down to the mat. Here we go, lay on your back, but I want a nice neutral spine, so don't tuck your hips under. You want to have that little bit of room in your low back. So your hips are neutral. Okay, I want you to put one hand on your belly, one hand on the bottom side of your rib cage. Go ahead and big inhale, raise both hands. You want both hands to rise with your breath. Exhale, let it go. Another big inhale into your belly, into your sides down. Let it go. 1 more here. And now as we exhale, we're gonna bring our belly button towards our spine, and then a little bit up towards your rib cage. Okay, let's try that again. Big inhale, exhale, belly button down, up towards your rib cage, and then you kind of bring the bottom of your rib cage together as you exhale. Let's try it again. Big inhale, expanding your rib cage and expanding your belly, and then exhale, belly button to your spine, up towards your rib cage, and then bring that rib cage kind of together just a little bit as you exhale. Okay? And then last time here, big inhale, exhale, scoop it all in, scoop that belly button in and up. Kind of, some people say like zip it all up or cinch it up. It's kind of your cue to have your activation there. Now, when we have that activation, we want a nice flat tension here. We don't want to get any doming or coning. That's when that middle section, remember that line that got kind of dark in your pregnancy? So the skin along that section sometimes will like tent up if you are straining those muscles and they're not activated properly. So we want to avoid that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First move is hollowing. So we're gonna start with the basics. We are gonna get that good activation. Big inhale, exhale, scoop the belly button in and up. You're hollowing out your stomach. That's why they call it that. So you're holding that tension that whole time. Now, level one, you're just gonna stay here. I'm doing work. It doesn't look like I am, but my belly button, I'm scooping it out so it's hollow. If you want a little more, you're gonna raise your upper body. And then if you want even more, you're gonna raise one leg or both legs. Check here, no pushing out, no doming or coning. You want that flat tension, scooping that belly button in and up, getting that hollowing feeling in your belly, okay? Stay here for about 5 more seconds. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath, and rest. Let it go. Okay, next we're gonna do is heel slides. So we're gonna get that activation again. Big inhale, exhale, cinch it all together. And you're gonna extend one heel, bring it back, and then the other heel, bring it back. Good. Do not hold your breath here, but don't let your activation go. So you're sending your breath into your sides and down, but you're trying to keep that activation in the front. Notice how I'm still able to talk to you, but I've got this activation here. If you ever need to, you can pause, you can reset, you can redo your activation. Now, if this is too easy, you can come up into bridge and you can do your heel slides from bridge. That makes it a little more challenging. So choose whatever level works for you. Again, this is week 1. So we're just don't want to rush into it. We want to make sure we're preparing your body for what is to come in the following weeks. Okay, rest. Next one, we are going to do marching. So same starting position here. Get that activation. And we're going to alternate bringing one knee towards our chest and then setting it down and then the other one. Okay, again, keeping that activation in the front, that nice flat tension. If you need to breathe, kind of focus on sending your breath to the sides and down. Not if you need to breathe. You need to breathe. Do not hold your breath. And then if you need to pause, reset, reactivate, that's fine too. If it's too easy, you're up in bridge and doing your marching from here. Okay? Still keeping that core engaged. This just makes it a little more challenging. Good, keep going. Keeping that activation here. Scooping that belly button in towards your spine, up towards your ribcage, and rest. Okay, we are gonna flip it over. We're gonna do bird dog. Okay, so hands and knees here. Nice neutral spine. Shoulders are right over your wrists. You're gonna activate here. Inhale, exhale, belly button to spine. You're gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg without losing that activation. If you need to pause, reset, inhale, exhale, cinch it all back up. Now the thing here with bird dog is I don't want you to reach as far as you can and arch your back. I don't want that. I want a nice flat back because that's what's making your abs work. So I'm actually keeping my arm and my leg pretty low so I can maintain that balance, which that's what's making my deep core, my transverse abs, that's what's making it work. Anytime you're off balance, rest, your transverse abs are kicking in to reestablish that balance for your body. Now let's repeat the whole thing, hollowing. So let's go ahead and lay on our back. Okay, big inhale, exhale, scooping that belly button out, scooping that belly out so it's hollow. So belly button to your spine, up towards your ribcage. Bring the bottom of the ribcage down and together a little bit. Just think of that like scooping action. Good, you want more, raise your head. If you want even more, raise one leg or raise both legs. Now, sometimes what happens here is if you're not activating properly or if you don't have your strength yet, sometimes your belly might push out. I've seen this in clients. Your belly will push out, like kind of like a loaf of bread. We want to avoid that as well. So that we call it push out. So we don't want that, and we don't want that doming or coning either. And rest. So we want that nice flat tension. Okay, next is heel slides. So neutral spine here. Notice I'm able to tuck my hands under my low back. So I'm not tucking my hips under. Neutral hips. Activate here. Heel slides. Extend, extend. Seems easy, but when you have that activation there, you really are working hard to maintain that. Good. Do not hold your breath. Okay, again, if you need it to be a little more challenging, you're up in bridge, doing your heel slides here. Try not to like rotate your torso too much as you're doing those heel slides from bridge, because we don't want to lose the integrity of the tension in our deep core. Rest. Good. Okay, marching is next. You know the drill. Neutral spine. Activate that core. Nice flat tension here. And marching one heel or one knee towards your chest, and then the other one. Good. Keep that activation. Breathe into your sides and down. Don't let the front go. If you need to pause and reset, that's fine. Take a breath. Reset that belly button to your spine and up towards your rib cage. Good. Again, if you need more of a challenging move, you're in bridge doing your marching. Good, awesome job. We're almost there. Okay, rest. Bird dog one more time through. So we're gonna flip it over, hands and knees. Good, that nice flat back. Inhale, exhale, bring it up to your spine. It's harder in this position because gravity is working against us, but it really helps develop your strength if you can do it in a controlled manner. Okay, we're not racing through this. We're not getting that arch. We're not getting the arm and leg as high as we can. That's not the purpose here. If you need to reset, inhale, exhale, belly button to that spine. Keep that activation. Arm and leg are low. Back is flat. And you're breathing. Good. Rest. Okay. Come on up. Now we're going to move into cardio. Okay, so we've got 4 moves. We're going to do each one for 35 seconds and then we'll have a 10-second rest. First one is side-to-side leaps. Okay. And then second one is march with alternating arm swings. Your third one is side step with overhead reach. And then your fourth one, we're either going to do a speed squat or a squat and jump, okay? First one, side-to-side leaps. We're going for 35 seconds here. Good, side to side. Low impact here. You can always make it harder by increasing your speed. Okay, but again, it's week 1. We're not getting too crazy. We're trying to build up your strength, build up your endurance. All right, good, because it will get more challenging in the coming weeks. Good, side to side. Keep breathing. You should feel that heart rate getting higher. Here we go. Good, 10-second rest. If you need to get water, we're gonna march with alternating arm swings. So pretty simple. You're just marching and swinging those arms, okay? So again, your pace is how you are going to adjust for your level today, okay? Low impact. And your speed is up to you, okay? And I have a tendency to want to like snap as I bring my arm forward. All right, we're doing great. Getting that heart rate up, boosting our energy, boosting our metabolism. Good. 10-second rest. Good, we want our heart rate up and down, up and down. That's how we get the most out of cardio. Okay. Next one is going to be side step with overhead reach. Here we go. Bring it over and then over. Good job. There we go. Stepping it out. Do that arm extension overhead. Good. All right, we want all these cardio benefits, like increasing our energy, boosting our endorphins, boosting our metabolism for up to 24 hours after a HIIT workout. We want to flush our pores for clearer skin, 10-second rest. We want to increase our oxygen capacity, all these things that we're getting out of these short cardio circuits. Next one we have either a speed squat, so you're just squatting repeatedly, or if you want the jump, you could do the squat, jump. Okay, either one. In your squat, I want your feet just slightly wider than hip distance apart. I want your toes just barely pointed out, and I want your weight through the whole foot. When you do that, that means you're leaning slightly forward. You have a flat back, and your rib cage is not flaring up, because if I were to arch my back, my rib cage would come up. 10-second rest. So when we do it, we just want that flat back, rib cage is neutral. And then we go from there. So now we repeat the whole circuit. So side to side leaps. Gosh, even I'm starting to get breathless here. Good. All right, we're here for about 20 more seconds. This whole workout is only about 35 minutes. But you're gonna be working, you're gonna be feeling it. We're gonna start to sweat pretty soon. If you're not already. Good job. Okay, 10-second rest. As always, get your water if you need it. Take a couple deep breaths. The next one is march with alternating arm swings. All right, here we go. Just march and swing that opposite arm. So, great job showing up, making the time for your workout. So important to fit this in. And it's so hard to fit it in. So way to go for prioritizing you and making it happen. Good job, mama. Good, you're almost there. We just have 2 moves in cardio after this. Okay, 10-second rest. 2 moves left. Side step with overhead reach. Here we go. Good, you got this. And I'm so happy that you're inside our community with Strong Moms Club. The whole thing with motherhood is we're not meant to do this alone. We can't do this alone. It is so hard and it's nonstop. So we're here to support each other and help each other take care of ourselves too. It's the only way to survive. Good. You're doing great. I see you. I know it's hard. Rest. I struggle with it every day. But we got this. We can do this, and you're doing a great job. Okay, speed squats or jump squats. Remember that position. Feet are slightly wider than hip distance. Toes are just barely pointed out. Weight through that whole foot. So you got that slight lean forward. From this side, with my back is flat, trying to get that weight through that whole foot, which means you kind of have to send your butt back. Good. Or speed squats is perfectly fine. Last move, done. Okay, take a quick rest, get some water, then we're gonna move into glutes. Okay, so our first one is good mornings. Now none of these require weights, but if you have dumbbells, you can use them if you want to add a little more to the move. Our first one is going to be good mornings. So you're going to have your feet nice and wide. You're going to hinge at your hips. You're going to come forward, you get a flat back, inhale, and then you're going to exhale, squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings and come up to the top. So inhale down, exhale, bring it back up. So inhale to where you get that flat back. Exhale, bring it up. Like somebody could set a drink on your back right here. Exhale, squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings at the top. Good, keep going. I've got straight legs here. One more right here, inhale, exhale, rest. Okay, alternating reverse lunges. Now here's one where it's optional if you want to hold a dumbbell. Okay, you're gonna start with your feet about hip distance apart. You're gonna send one leg back and you're gonna then alternate and change. Now come over here so you can see. When you send that leg back, I want 90 degrees in both legs. My upper body is leaning slightly forward so I can get that weight all the way in that front foot. Oops, don't lose your balance. There we go. 90 degrees, drop. 90 degrees in both legs. Weight through that entire front foot. Back is flat, leaning slightly forward. If you want to, you can be holding one dumbbell with 2 hands. That's one way to add more resistance. Rest. Great work. Okay, sumo squats is next. Again, if you want to hold a dumbbell, you certainly can. So nice wide stance, toes are pointed out. Okay, and then you're gonna come slow, lower down. Try to get those legs parallel. I really can't, but I try. Good, knee right over that ankle. Good. Keeping that core engaged, and your body is upright here. So if you were in between, like, I don't know, like 2 pieces of glass, you get a squeeze through somewhere that was a narrow position, you would be able to fit. So like you're not bending forward, you're not leaning back, keeping that core engaged. If you want to, you can hold a dumbbell right here, 1 dumbbell in 2 hands to get more resistance. Good, squeeze those glutes and rest. Next, we're coming down for bridges. Okay, so we gotta lay down, plant our feet, engage our core. Good, and then send those hips up, squeeze at the top. When you come down, don't land on the mat, just hover your booty right above the mat. Inhale, exhale, bring it back up. Now, if you want a little more, you can hold a dumbbell on your hips right here, or 2 dumbbells, whatever's comfortable for you. You could even wear a booty band right above your knees if that's something that feels good for you. Inhale, exhale. Good, this not only works our glutes, but also strengthens our pelvic floor and our deep core. Gets everything. Good, you wanna keep breathing, rest. Okay, let's stand it up. Let's repeat the whole thing. So good mornings. So we're gonna have a nice wide stance. All right, here we go. We're gonna slow lower down to get that flat back. You feel that stretch on your hamstrings. Exhale, bring it up, squeeze. Slow lower down, inhale, exhale, good. There you go, doing great. Got this. Try to keep that back nice and flat as you come down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, squeeze those glutes. Okay, you've got 5 more seconds. And rest. Okay, alternating reverse lunges if you want to. Oops, I can pick this up. If you want to, hold 1 dumbbell with 2 hands. Start with your feet about hip distance apart. Engage your core. Send 1 leg back. 90 degrees in both legs. Weight in that front foot all the way through the foot. Upper body is leaning slightly forward so that I can get my full weight through that front foot. Good, 90 degrees in both legs. Should start to feel those glutes and those hamstrings and those quads. You are doing great. Rest. Okay, sumo squats are next. Nice wide stance, toes are pointing out. Hold the dumbbell in 2 hands if you want the dumbbell, totally optional. Okay, engage that core. Here we go, slow lower down, bring it up. Inhale down, squeeze those glutes as you exhale and as you come up. Good. Sumo squats are also great for your pelvic floor. Good. Let's keep breathing. Make sure you've got your weight distributed through your feet and your upper body is upright. Almost there. Rest. Okay, let's come down for bridges. Last move in this circuit. After this, we just have one more circuit. Okay. Feet are flat. Engage your core. Bring your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. I'm holding one dumbbell on my waist. Optional, you do not have to. Inhale, exhale. Really get those hips up there and squeeze at the top. You should be able to feel that firm, like the muscles flexing basically as you come up to the top. Good. Good, you got this. Glutes are the biggest muscle in our body, so we really need that strength there for daily activities. Okay, now we do need the dumbbells. So for this, we're gonna do alternating bicep curls. If you don't have dumbbells, use water bottles, soup cans. You can use anything. Or you can use a handle band if you have one of those elastic bands with two handles. Those can work as well. Okay, we're gonna do alternating bicep curls. So we're gonna stand with feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna engage our core, and then you're just gonna bring up one arm and then the other. Notice my upper arms are kind of glued to my torso. So that way we really isolate that bicep. Good, exhale as you bring it up, inhale as you bring it down. I'm using 8s. You can use 3s, 5s, 8s, 10s, 12s. Whatever feels good for you. Or like I said, water bottles, soup cans, anything you got around the house. If you're using a resistance band, you step on the band, and then with the two ends, that's how you're pulling up for your bicep curl. Okay, rest. Okay, we're gonna lay down with the weights for a fly position, for a fly move. So when we have the weights, they're gonna be right above our chest. And we're gonna open up like you've got wings. Open up, try to bring your shoulder blades back and down. So you're really opening up that chest. Good. Think about engaging your core. Keep your arms bent. Good. Okay, rest. All right, set the weights aside. We are gonna do dips. This is something I'm gonna show you on the mat, but you can also do this on the edge of a bench or a chair or counter or table. So fingertips are gonna be facing towards your feet. I want you to bring your body up. So your butt is just a couple inches off, well, a few inches off the mat, and they're gonna slow lower down. Basically my butt like taps as I come down, but I'm not resting my butt on the mat. So elbows go back. I want your weight in your upper arms. So try to send that weight into those upper arms. This is all triceps. So get those elbows straight back. I'm kind of digging into the mat with my heels, the heels of my hand, actually, and the heels of my feet. Good. Rest. Okay, we've got a push up next. This can be incline. You can stand up and do this against a wall. I'm going to show you on my knees, called modified push-up. You can also do this on your feet, military style. So my hands are on the edges of my mat, in front of my shoulders. So they're not right under my shoulders, they're right in front. I'm going to engage my core. I'm going to slow lower down. So I want to keep my chest moving up and down with my back. So in other words, I'm not trying to leave my shoulders behind and lower my chest. I want to bring my shoulders down with my chest as I lower. Elbows, when you bend your arms, your elbows should come out and angle down slightly. Rest. Great work. Okay, let's repeat that. Alternating bicep curls. All right, feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale, exhale, engage that core. Bring up one, and then the other. Awesome job. We're almost done with this workout. 3 more moves, and then we cool down, and then you go about your day, hopefully with a little more energy and a little more strength to help support you throughout your busy mom day. Good. You are doing great. I'm here to tell you that. And that I'm struggling in motherhood. It's not just you. It's really hard and it's really isolating. And that's why we're here to support each other. Because I don't see any other way to make it out alive. We're here to support each other through this. Rest. Okay, we're gonna lay down, we're gonna do that fly move. I'm gonna show you what it looks like standing up just so you can kind of see. You're opening up, see my elbows, like my arms are bent, and I'm kind of bringing my shoulders back and down. Okay, so that's what we're doing on the ground, so you get a little more support. Okay, so opening it up, arms are bent. Think about bringing those shoulders back. Good. And again, you do not have to go too heavy with this. Sometimes it's just practicing that range of motion that we're not really used to doing with our shoulders. Good. And you might find one arm is stronger than the other one, or one arm is limited in its range of motion than the other one, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, rest. Okay, now we're gonna do those dips. So, hands are right behind my hips, fingertips are facing towards my feet. I'm gonna come up, weight on my upper arms. Basically the heels of my hands are into the mat and the heels of my feet are into the mat. It's just a very slow, little lower down as you bend at the elbows, really getting that weight into those triceps. Good. Again, you could do this sitting on like a chair. You put your hands on the edge of the chair, then you walk forward so that your butt is kind of like hanging in front of the chair. Whew. Oh, my arms are dying. Rest. Okay, push-ups. Okay, when you're on the mat, you're like this. So I want your elbows kind of out and down towards your hips, okay? So come down, knees or toes if you're in the military style. Engage that core. Slow lower down. Okay, notice my hands are in front of my shoulders. When I come down, I bring my whole chest, back, shoulders, everything. I bend at the elbows, and my elbows bend out and down towards my hips a little bit. Again, you can do this on your toes if you need it more advanced. You can do this leaning against a wall. You're still going to be working the same muscles. It's just less resistance. Rest. That was our last move. You did it. We're now going to stretch. I'm going to move my weights out of my way. All right. Go ahead, take a couple seconds if you need to get a sip of water. Just catch your breath. We're going to do a few stretches and you'll be on your day. Okay, here we go. Oh, swing those arms forward, across the body. Good. Let's get one arm across the body, move that neck around, move that wrist around. You worked hard today. I am so proud of you. You're here, you made it. You're showing up, even though it's messy and it's hard. And maybe it's a little intimidating, but you're showing up and that's what matters. Good, other side. Action is better than inaction, even if it's not perfect. We just gotta start. Do that side stretch, get that oblique, down to that hip too. Good, stand up, clasp your hands behind your back, pull them back and down, move that neck a little bit. Good job. Let's go ahead and kick out one ankle. Hinge at your hips, come forward towards that toe. Get that whole hamstring. Good, come back up. Let's do the other side. I'll show you kind of at an angle here. Nice deep breaths here, lots of water. Okay, we're gonna bring our knee towards our chest, get that ankle, set it down, get your balance, send it back, and get that quad. Okay, recovery for today. I want you to stretch more later. I want you to keep drinking water. If you need an electrolyte drink, I recommend LMNT. It's got all the things you need that you've lost in your sweat. All your electrolytes, get your balance. Also, some added protein. I like to have a protein shake after my workouts. And then possibly some more carbs just to replenish your blood sugar, give you that lasting energy. Good, all right, shake it out a little bit. Okay, and we are done. You killed it, great job. I can't wait to see you in the next one.